Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody, to the On My Bull podcast. We back. It's been a long time. And right now, I like to reintroduce myself. My name is John Jay, and I got with me the one and only DeeSnow from the Go. Go ahead, brother. Tell them a little something.
We are back, baby, with a great season, 46 and 36. I mean, I don't think anybody out there could have said that we were going to have a season like that. We almost got 50 wins out of this season with a team that we just put together, man. I'm excited for the postseason, and I'm just happy to be here, man. Great season for the Chicago Bulls, man. I know it felt good. The city was loving it. They was coming back out. You could tell the energy in the stadium every game. You know, it felt like it used to feel, you know, and I love it. I love it, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see the Bulls back in contention. And it's funny when you talk to fans of other teams, it means something when we're a part of it. It's crazy that it means something when the Bulls are a part of the playoffs, a part of this conversation. So I'm just happy to be back, man. Happy to have my man John, JJ back in here doing his thing. You know, it's time to get this postseason cracking, man.
Absolutely. Like you just said, postseason. It is official. The Bulls are in the postseason. And right now, we're going to bring you a little preview. Right now, we want everybody to see red with us. You know, playoffs is here. It's official. And it's the Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks starting up this Sunday, game 1, the 3 versus 6 matchup. So we got a couple topics we're going to get into right now. First topic is the rough end to the season. You know, it started off hot and heavy. You know, we were looking unbeatable. It was a tough out for anybody that tried to come see us. But then COVID hit, injuries hit, and we kind of slid back into the playoffs. But we made it. So let's talk about this rough end to the season, because it got a little hard to watch down the stretch. What you think about it, D?
I'm not gonna lie, man. At the end of the day, it was kind of like this. Because, man, at the end, we got to be honest with ourselves. No matter what, if you're a real basketball fan, everybody knows that it takes time for a real team to gel. It takes time for a championship team to gel as well. And I'll even give you an example with when they first put that team together in Miami. That team was – everybody knew they were going to win chips, no doubt about it. But that first season, they fell off because they hadn't had that chance to really play together, go through the bumps and the bruises, go through the good times and the bad times. That's what it takes to be a championship team. Every once in a while, you might see a team get thrown together and they win. And it's not usually in basketball that doesn't happen. I think the only time I can really remember that happening is in football and baseball. I remember that Marlins team back in the day, they won one and just broke the team right up. And I see, we seen it happen this last year with the Rams. I mean, they put that team together. I mean, 1 year and they came out and did it, and it's not easy to do in basketball, because, I mean, even on the younger level, I always tell people, like, you see it in college all the time. A team full of seniors, they're going to beat the crap out of a team full of freshmen and sophomores. It's just how it is because these seniors been playing together the last 4 years. So they know each other. They know where your spots. They know where they like to get it, and with all of the injuries we dealt with, I really think that's, like, going to be the main – no matter what, 46 and 36 with all the injuries we had, I don't care what nobody said. If you said we were going to get that, either you're just a Super Bulls fan or you're not being honest. Because at the end of the day, the Bulls did – I'm not going to say this. DeRozan won a lot of those games for us, too.
Without a doubt. Definitely team MVP.
And if you remember, and I know you're going to agree with this, last season, the season before that, it was a lot of those games where we should have won and we would be mad after the game, pissed off. Like, man, we should have won that game. I can't believe we lost that game. And this season, we took some steps. Those games that we usually would lose, we won them at the buzzer or at a good, Yes, I'm not going to lie. My other thing is Philly just really stepped on us every time they saw us. And that hurt. That, for us to have a guy like Vooch down low, there's no reason why we should be getting – it should at least be close. They crushed us every time we saw them. So it's like I kind of got mixed emotions because at the end of the day, yeah, we had a great season. We played well. We had a lot of injuries. So, I think we'd have had over 50 wins if we wouldn't have, but at the end of the day, against the good teams, and we all, man, that's the one stat that, me and you are always go by with any sport, any team. How did you do against the good teams? and that's when we didn't step up. We had a couple of good wins here and there, but against the teams that really matter, they showed us who was boss. Basically I'm kind of mixed in emotions. I'm happy, no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see what's going to happen with Lonzo, because man, I'm a big Lonzo fan.
No doubt.
And I mean, the way his season ended, and then I see him in the playoffs too. I mean, we both know what he brings to the table and what he was doing for us. That kid is something else, man. And I remember it was a lot of guys that getting, we need more from Lonzo. We need this, we need that. And I'm like, are y'all crazy? And as soon as he wasn't there, you saw the difference.
Yeah. Yeah,
we needed exactly. Spill, man.
We needed exactly what he was bringing us. The pace of play changes with Lonzo. He doesn't have to be a primary scorer, but he sets it up. He runs the pace. He manages positions. And on defense, he plays those passing lanes to a T. That was very much needed. And
the block shots he would get for us sometimes.
Yeah, no doubt. And like you said, teams need time to gel. And see, with the Bulls, they started to gel early, right out the gate, but then they hit some adversity. And once that adversity hit, there was no coming from behind, and they never dealt with that together. And that's what the good teams, they're able to go through and deal with that. I'm a little disappointed I didn't hear no team meetings. Usually you hear some team meetings when it gets like that. And I wonder, did it feel as bad for them as it did for us? That they keep thinking, oh, we'll just get it together. We'll just get it together. And before you know it, time up. I don't know.
I think they were happy, man. Think about it. At the end of the day, 46-36 in Chicago. I mean, you can pull it up. When the last time we won 46 games?
It definitely means something. And that leads that. I'm glad you said that, because that actually takes us right to the next topic, the playoff drought. The playoff drought is finally over since 2017. That's a long time, especially in Chicago. This city of broad shoulders, city of champions. We like to see dogs out here. And if you're not competing, what are we doing? We work hard. We want to see our teams work hard. So, why do you think this season meant so much to the fans? Is it mainly because of that long drought?
I think this is more of a post-Gar-Pax situation where we're finally starting to see how it feels to have a real team again, have a real front office. For years, it was dysfunction in Chicago. So I think after a while, you know how you're going to always have your hardcore fans, but once you lose your casual fans, that's when things start to change. But the difference between Chicago and a lot of other cities, and you're a guy like me, so you go to the games when you're home. I mean, basically, if you go to a Cubs game, a Bears game, or a Bulls game, I don't care. They could be 0-15 on the season. It's going to be packed from window to window, wall to wall. And that's the problem with our city. We still going to come out and support. So that was the only thing. It kind of started to turn into just a hangout spot now. Now it just was a spot to go hang out and see other teams play. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of what I do in Jacksonville. I get season tickets just to go see them Blues against other teams, because I don't care about the Jags, but I wanted, like this year, they're playing against Russ. Oh, you think I'm not going to go see them play against Denver? Oh, man, that's going to be exciting. And I really think that's where we're at now with the Bulls. We're in that post-Gar-Pax era, where now it's starting to feel like maybe we are really going to be a part of contention and being there, because even last year, like, you had a little bit of a buzz. You had people starting to get excited. And then as soon as the Bulls start falling off at the end of the season, here we go, same Bulls again. But this season, I mean, they started off fast. They continued that. They went through a little streak. And I think what really helps us is when a team as good as the Nets goes on a 15-game losing streak or whatever that was they went on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a lot of other storylines in the NBA that's kind of clouded what's going on here. Because, man, we got a great team, no doubt about it. But if we're missing one of those guys, we're not the same. If Vooch goes down, we're not the same. If Zach goes, and another thing, I really think that we're missing that one veteran. Like Haslam in Miami. We need that one older guy that don't even play a lot, but could just, okay, hey, listen, guy, call the team meeting like you were saying. I think we're missing that one guy.
I like the report that I read earlier today said that Tristan Thompson challenged Zach and Vooch. He been there. He won one. He was there with LBJ. So,
but how much do they really respect him though? Because he not really he kind of part of the team. He been there a little while. Plus, he got all of the outside antics.
Yeah, but you'll be a fool not to listen to championship expertise.
Dudes got to respect you, though, bro.
Yeah, but
dudes got to respect.
Yeah, but I think they, on a personal level, they rock with Tristan. From everything they said, they personally.
I don't know, man. I hear that, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I
think it's the last minute fit. Trying to squeeze them in, maybe it's different on the court.
Because we all watching from the outside looking in, and we're just reading stories and this and that, and I just go off body language a lot, and it's just like leaders lead, and and the thing is, I like Tristan Thompson. I think he's a great glue guy, a great energy guy, great dude off the bench. I love the addition he brings, but as a leader, I don't really see him in that.
No, he's not a leader.
You know how those older guys, like the guys that dudes really respect. I don't know. I just don't really see that in him.
He's not a leader, but like I said, I just appreciate the fact that somebody thought enough to say, look, you got to do this and you got to do that in order for us to get through. And like I say, he won. So you'll be a fool not to at least listen. Love him.
Yeah, because going to the playoffs, bro, like, we need your boy Kobe to, he looked like he went on vacation. We need him to come back.
Yeah.
That dude from the beginning, from the first 25 to 35 games? What happened?
I love the fact that this play-in has given us a week off. The extra time off, they said that they've kind of gone back to a training camp. So one, healing, not getting back on that court, but two, get back to things with only one singular focus is the Milwaukee Bucks. One singular training camp for just this team. Hopefully, we'll see the strategist that Billy Donovan is supposed to be. Because some of my complaints was with him this year because I didn't see those strategies that he's known for. I feel like teams figured us out and they did nothing to counter that. And one thing the Bucks do is cut off that lane, and the Bulls need that because they're not knocking down shots right now. So
I heard a nickname they called DeRozan and DeRozan and Zach, the Splash Brothers.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I like that. The Slash Brothers. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I rock with that.
But you're right. You called that on the bucket, bro. Like, and the thing is, that's what I love. I love that type of basketball. We're going for twos. We're going to the hole. We're going to try to get fouled. But at the end of the day, like, if you're playing against a team that plays good defense, that's tough. And I'm not the biggest Holiday fan. I think he's a great player. It's just so many great point guards out there. But that dude plays some great defense. Yeah. So without Lonzo being out there, whoever he's sticking, it's going to be tough on them through the whole series. And then I just really feel like, and I know we're going to get into that in a little bit, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's just sort of with the drought, though, seriously, we have to now go on a streak now. We can't have another. From here on out, we shouldn't be missing the playoffs. That shouldn't even happen anymore. We should be building from here. We should never go back to the mediocre again as a Bulls team. That should have never happened.
Yeah, it's up from here. It should be up, and we're still young enough that we can stay there for a while. Only people that are free agents coming into this year is Zach, Troy Brown, and Derrick Jones.
Ain't you happy they didn't trade Pat?
Absolutely.
Oh my God! Because I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of on the fence about Kobe. I was on the fence about Kobe. You know that, but Pat, I'm like, no. Okay, and if you remember when we drafted the kid, I wasn't that happy. I wasn't that happy because I hadn't seen him play. Once I saw him play, I have enough footage now to say, oh no. We keep it,
and we definitely gonna get into the Pat in a little bit. But before we get into Pat, let's talk about Zach, Flight 8, in his first ever playoff appearance. What kind of performance are we predicting for the
new headliner for New Balance?
Yeah, Mr. New Balance. Hey, he set his own lane. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at Zach. I've been So anybody that's a Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant fan, you love Zach. If you didn't like Zach, you're lying, because he is in that same vein of 6'6" to 6'8",
and that
slasher,
the traditional shooting guard mold.
Oh, he's that traditional shooting guard. I'm a dunk on you and nasty. I'm gonna play some defense. He's that old school guard that you like.
Yeah.
So I mean, when he was in Minnesota, I love the kid. Of course, he dealt with the injuries and stuff, but I've been a Zach fan since UCLA.
Me too. I was excited. I was so happy to get him.
I love his game. I love his elevation. I love what he brings to the game. I mean, especially that year when he won the dunk contest, like that. That just solidified who I thought he was as an athlete. You know, I love athletes, but I mean, I'm excited for this kid because he's a great player for one, and for two, this is that moment when great players get to show up there. Okay, so it's like, there's a such thing. You got all-stars, and then you got superstars. Zach is not a superstar yet. He's an all-star. Yeah. So this is that chance to cross over.
He's finally on the main stage.
We know DeRozan is. Everybody knows DeRozan is a superstar. He's pulling it back out again. So this is Zach's chance to also be a part of that conversation. Because at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie. If Vooch doesn't play well, I think he's traded this offseason.
Okay.
So I think at the end of the day, Zach is going to put it on his shoulders to be more of a leader. And of course, I think what I really think this is going to be, I think it's going to be kind of like that Miami year where Zach going to try to go crazy and do whatever you got to do. And at the end, he's going to give it to DeRozan. Let DeRozan try to close us out. Because the one thing I can say is no matter what lane you in, when it comes to get to that next upper echelon level, sometimes you need somebody to show you how to get there that's been there before.
Without a doubt.
That's been in that moment.
And I will commend Zach because it's not easy. That couldn't have been easy to fall back. This was unquestionably his team. Even after signing DeRozan, this was his team until DeRozan played.
I'll say this, though. I think this was Zach's first winning season as an NBA player.
Absolutely, 100%. This was the first time he had a 4-game winning streak ever.
You see, I laugh. What? Wow.
Yes.
You ain't never been on a team that won 4 straight
ever.
You
don't know what to do.
I was looking at. I was gonna make some jokes about Phoenix earlier, and I was looking. Do you know, like, there's only so many teams that's won 60 games in the NBA before. It's teams that have never done it. So, like, I mean, sometimes we don't really look deep into the numbers like that, But man, this was. You have to remember, man. A real hooper, they want to win. Like, everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to average 35. Want to put up all this assist and all that. You want to win, bro. Especially if you ain't never won. You don't want that on. You don't want that jacket, bro. You don't want that jacket. Oh yeah, he was a cold player, but what you do? You ain't ever even won 4 games in a row like that. That's so I really believe that him kind of stepping back and letting DeRozan be more of a leader was because of that. DeRozan has won multiple times. He's been on great teams. He's been right there to go to the, trying to win championships. So many opportunities where he's been on the cusp. If it wasn't for a LeBron and Dwayne Wade team or something, he lost against some great teams. So I think it's easier to do that when you're giving a baton to somebody that has the right pedigree,
So do you think that Zach sticks with that same routine that he's been doing all year of first 3 quarters, giving it to him and deferring in the fourth? Or does the thrill of the first time make him let
bro,
loose?
You got to remember.
Got to be like showtime.
Bro, we both know what time it is, bro. We know that Milwaukee is a great defensive team. Their game plan is going to be to shut down DeRozan. Oh, he's going to be getting double and triple team. They're going to make somebody else beat them. And that's
Here's the thing. That 3-point shot is going to be open. The 3-point shot is going to be open. If you can knock it down, you can do something.
The only problem I have with Zach. Zach takes he takes questionable shots all the time, bro. I was going to say, but he takes questionable shots, bro. Wouldn't it be like, okay, that was dumb. Like,
he absolutely do. I'm not gonna lie. I saw a lot of games where DeMar did too. Try to play hero ball. Zach, well, that's the thing. Well, DeMar won't necessarily take. DeMar won't necessarily take bad shots like Zach will, but he will fall into the hero ball trap sometimes feeling like I gotta
right,
do
but
it
that's
all.
because he does though.
Yeah,
Because
but you
we gotta
don't,
remember.
but you can't
No, listen,
you can't win in the playoffs like that.
But you gotta remember though, they are on a team full of dudes that have never won before. They are going to when you get to that moment and it's time to crack, they're gonna crack. They crack every time. So that's why the only way them boys is gonna get over that hump, they need somebody to carry them over that hump. Now, like you said, now that we're in the playoffs, they are gonna have to step up more and be better as the others. The others do have to do their job.
But see,
but
I think
them boys gonna have to.
I think
the makings,
the makings of a winning team are those that know how to play together. Yes, you definitely need that top tier leader, the guy that can close out and take over when need be. But the winning teams, everybody knows their role. Everybody has to play a part. Everybody got to jump in. Seamless.
I no doubt about that. But I think we're shorthanded still, man. Without having Alonzo out there. Yeah. I just really feel like we are down a player. As you lose your best player, everybody steps up. And as everybody steps into that, I mean, hey, we got some great seasons out of our rookies, out of our second-year guys, out of some guys we just bought in. But guys are going to, like, really have to, like, it's going to be tough, man. I don't know. It's going to be tough because Giannis is a handful.
So
and he's trying to be great.
He is. He is. Yeah.
He has something on his mind. He
trying to put together.
If you notice this regular season, bro, they've been on cruise control all season.
Yeah.
I'm worried about them. I was worried when I saw we was matched. I would rather saw Philly than them. I didn't want to see that.
This was absolutely the worst possible draw.
Okay, I like that statement.
It is what it is.
Absolutely.
The best situation would have been in the 4-5 matchup.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This was totally the worst possible draw, but it is what it is.
Yes.
So,
right. I mean, how long have they had our number? Because I can't remember last time we beat them. Period. In the regular season,
the D Rose years.
It's been a while. Yeah. They have our. Yeah. So I know.
But
look. And I know where you want to jump to. You want to talk about my dog?
No, not yet. Before we move ahead, I want to because the one thing we didn't get on the Zach thing, I really want to get some number predictions, some stat predictions. The regular season, he ended up with 24.4, 4.6 boards, 5.5 assists. Do we think he tops that in this playoff?
Points gonna go up by 4. Everything else by 2.
28, 6, and 6. Okay.
At least.
I see
a couple of 30-point games. He's gonna be wide open for a lot of shots, bro.
I can rock with that.
The lane's gonna be wide open for him. He's gonna have a lot of opportunities to go. They're gonna say, "Go ahead, Zach." I can tell. They're gonna give Zach that chance to either make or break us.
I think this week off was the biggest for him because he undoubtedly has been hurt this year. It's shown.
Yeah,
and I'm proud that he played. He played more games than I thought he would have played. So I'm proud because even before the
leg, they put him before about the knee stuff, and we both know the knee stuff means a lot.
And even before the knee, he had was it his arm or his shoulder or something like that earlier in the season. Yeah. So he's been banged up all year. So I'm proud of him that he gutted through it, and also that he was willingly able to give up his team and jump and fill his role.
He's a part of that circle, man. He's a part of that circle of hoopers that want to be good. Like some it's and I see thing about it is I never try to talk about anybody that's made it to the league because it's not easy, you know. But it's certain dudes that just happy to be there, and it's certain dudes that want to win. You know what I mean? So they're gonna come out and bring it every night. They never land down.
He put in the work.
Man, I don't want to jump out the window and say he's gonna average 30 because that defense. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna probably double on Duran, and then they're gonna go ahead and put your boy on him. They're gonna put Holiday on him.
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing, though. We both know great offense can be good defense any day. You know. So
yeah,
it's going. Hey, the playoffs are going to be awesome. No, I mean they've been good so far the last couple of days. It's been some great games, a couple of blowouts, but you know.
Yeah, this play-in has been the greatest thing ever. But
CJ McCollum.
Yeah. But moving along, like you said, it's time to talk about your guy. You know, Pat had himself a hell of a regular season finale. Can he keep that same energy?
Hey, that's the same guy we saw in Summer League.
That is the guy. That is the guy.
That's the same exact guy we saw in Summer League, bro.
The injuries had him regressing a little bit. He got timid, but you could tell somebody was on him. Because not just the last game, the last few games.
No, but you got to remember, bro, rhythm. Basketball, not any sport at this level, man. Any sport at this level, rhythm matters, man. I don't care who you are. You have to be in it. And basketball is remember I told you about the times I've played basketball with guys that were retired. Like, it took me a couple of weeks to get a bucket. The speed of the game, it was weird. It was faster than I had ever remembered. And I'm like, I've been hooping my whole life. The speed of the game is so it's almost kind of like playing double dutch. If you don't know how to double dutch, man, you can try to jump all you want to. You ain't gonna never get in there and jump on that rope. But the ones that know how they get in there and they can jump around and jump out and that's how, man, it matters when it comes to rhythm and flow. And you can tell with him, especially that last game, this man, I dare say he was looking like Paul George out there, man. For real. That's who he reminded me of that last game. Because he was just, first it was the nice clean three. Then it was the post up. Then it was take to the hole. It was like he was doing everything. I loved it, man. And that's who I compare. He really reminds me of a taller Paul George. The defense, everything. He has that same game. And he's just quiet. I just want to see some intensity out of the kid. See him scream, holler, something.
That's his biggest knock to me is I think he's too shy. Shy game and shy personality. If he comes out of his shell, does he realize what he's capable of? I mean, he got something.
He knows how good he is.
He got something. So, do we think he gonna keep the same energy? We think he gonna keep that rhythm? We think he gonna bring it? Or does he fold in this Giannis matchup?
It's about lineups and situations. Lineups and situations. If you're bringing him off the bench, I say give him. I'd probably pay him 20, 25 minutes. I wouldn't overdo it because at the end of the day, you don't want to break him either. He's a kid. Hey, he hasn't played that much, and we both know playoff basketball and regular season basketball are two different worlds.
Yeah, we gonna need
two different worlds, two different.
We gonna need him though, because this is the size.
No doubt we gonna need him.
They big over there.
But I think I don't want him out there sticking Giannis.
Yeah, he will though, right?
Yeah, but
who else will? Vooch?
It's gonna be tough. He got to.
He has to.
Hey, Vooch and Tony. What's the other guy? Tony Allen. What's the other guy? Big tall center they got.
Tony Bradley.
Yeah, Tony Bradley. That's the thing though, man. He is that type of guy. I guess I just don't want to see him get hurt of nothing no more because I like the kid.
I feel you.
And I don't want to see him. I don't want to see his ego get bruised either. You know what I mean? Because I've seen dudes get their ego bruised and their game changed too. So I don't want to see that happen to him. But we both know putting up 30+ points in the game ain't no fluke. And they were playing defense on the kid. He was just hooping. So if he can add, I truthfully think he can give us 10 points or more a game for sure though. I think for sure he can give us that.
Good.
Honestly, if he had been back longer, I would start him.
He will start. He's gonna start.
You think he's gonna start?
Yeah, I think that's why they started in the last few games.
He's that good, bro. No, being honest, he's that good. Like, he's not a bench player. I just want to ease him in because the intensity that the Bucks are probably finna bring, because they're going for that second one too. Oh man, it's gonna be.
Yeah,
hey,
but
man, they finna be.
You have to start
in Milwaukee, man.
You have to start him though. You don't want to start small. I love Javonte Green, but you're not finna start him on Giannis. That's not a good idea.
Well, what's my man name? The Duncan guy, the tall guy,
Eric Jones.
Dude,
too small.
He looks tall because he's so long, but he only like 6'8", right?
Not even. He's 6'6" or 6'7".
That dude looks so long on the court, though.
He probably ain't. I don't even think he's 200 pounds.
And that's our problem, man. We are too thin down low, bro. We ain't got no meat. Put it like this: with the way Milwaukee plays that in and out, Pat's probably gonna be sticking Giannis because they're gonna put Lopez out there at the 3. You know how they do it. Just face the floor.
There's no doubt in my mind 100% he's guarding Giannis. There is nobody else on that team who you would rather guard Giannis. Even though there isn't a Giannis stopper, he's the best
and,
option.
and if that's what Giannis, if those are the reports that Giannis is hearing, Giannis is.
I saw a meme, and I'm not gonna fully describe the meme because it for our audience, it might cut off our audience a little bit. But the meme was a bunch of big, dark-skinned gentlemen, each one of the bigs on Milwaukee. One for Giannis, one for Ibaka, one for Lopez, one for I forget whoever else they got. And then there's a person representing Vooch sitting down. Sitting down on the couch, looking up at all of these big guys, and they all just sitting there ready for this matchup. So you can put two and two together. You know where I'm heading with that. But
hey, Vooch at least Vooch smart enough to say, "Oh, like he ain't gonna just sit there and get dunked on and stuff." Yeah. He know to just get out the way. He ain't gonna be no poster.
So that
it's gonna be tough.
So let's stick on that. Let's stay in that down low and talk about this Vooch matchup with Brook Lopez. The last time we seen them, Brook Lopez had just returned after missing the whole season, pretty much, and looked like a 23-year-old all-star against Vooch. What in the hell?
So basically, if you didn't know, there are reports that go around about players, bro. They talk, bro. Bro, it's out there. You can go. It's out there, bro. You can go crazy on Vooch. It's weird to me because he's not a small guy, but it's like his defense is just. But this is one thing I always try to admit to people too, especially because of the speed of the game. Playing defense and offense in today's NBA is very hard. It is not easy to go put up 25 points, 10 boards, and have a great defensive game. I think I saw the other day they were showing Mark Eaton averaged 6 blocks a game back in the day. His points probably was 10 and 12. Dude, it is not easy to do both. I mean, we play sports. So I don't always just go off what I've seen. I'll go off what I know, man. And it's not easy. And I mean, Brook Lopez is not a bad player. Never has been. And at the end of the day, I've seen him go crazy on a few people. I think it's about matchups, though. I mean, like I said, reports out there. I mean, but what is Vooch, 6'10", 6'9"? He's not that big.
6'10". I will say, in Vooch's favor, though, the man still averaged about 17.8, 11 boards, 4 assists, over a block. I mean, those are great numbers. He's still a top 5 to 10 center. Problem is, the best teams got those 5 in front of them.
Every time we played against somebody with a real center, they had the best games of their lives.
Yeah, and
that's not good. It's one thing to just play okay, but these dudes were like just obliterating that man.
He's a good.
And and if he gets in foul trouble, we're done.
Yeah, he's a good player, but I don't know if he fits that type of system that we were trying to run with that pace.
He shouldn't be our banger. He shouldn't have to be our banger.
A conversation for another day, but if they don't sign that boy Aiden over there, I would love to see if we can try to work something because that's a fit.
As long as we're not trading for Anthony Davis, I will choke myself out if the Bulls trade Vooch for Anthony.
Oh, that was the question I was going to ask. I'm with you on that.
I don't like Vooch a lot, but the way
I'm with you on
the
that.
way AD came. That's the only dude I wouldn't take because I think Aiden is out there. I think it's a couple of names that are out there, But
I saw some. It's some good names, and we'll save that for our.
I said this earlier.
When the season is over, we're gonna definitely have a show about that.
If Vooch does not have a good postseason, I think he is gone in summer. Period. I think if you don't have a good postseason, he's gone. Because at the end of the day, we're building towards something else now, and if you're not going to be a part of that, you're gone. I already see it now. We're about that now, and people are starting to want to come here. We finally switched that where now people want to come to Chicago and play. So Vooch has to show us something. He gone. I mean, because we gave up a lot for him, and those guys are looking good over there in Orlando. I used to talk a lot of stuff about what's his name that we. I'll take that kid back now. He look good this season.
No, you can keep him.
You still like
I'll challenge
Vooch
you on that one. Over Wendell, yes, without a doubt.
You don't like Carter?
It's not that I don't like him.
Him and Vooch games remind me of the same, bro. They kind of do the same stuff.
I like Wendell. I just don't like Wendell as the starting center.
Yeah, now that I agree. Yeah, now I starting center.
I like Wendell. He is a solid player. I like his attitude. He gonna fight. He a dog. I like the mentality. It's just he's not up here. Yeah. You know, he's lesser than Vooch in that situation. I'm sorry. We got even more bigs dominated us when he was the starting center. Including Vooch.
Yeah, I wasn't never a big fan of him. But I guess because I'm down here, I get to see him play more.
Yeah, but he in a good situation. He with all those young cats, they can grow together, and he's the dog out of that group. So, I mean, it fits. And he's a good player, and he can still become a better player.
He's coachable, too, man. He's a good kid. I like that.
It's just, he was small. He's undersized at that position. So, what do you think the keys to a victory in this series will be?
Well, I've been talking about it the whole pod. So, basically.
Yeah, you've been throwing something out there.
Vooch has to play well.
Yeah, no doubt.
We need Vooch. Numbers has to go up. He has to give us 20 and 10 at least. At least. We need 20 and 10 out of Vooch each game. I also need our bench. The bench has to play well. The bench, our starters are gonna give it what they can. But we need, when they come down, if it's close games, we can't be down 2-4, then our guys sit down, now we down 15.
Yeah.
So the bench has to play well, and because I think DeRozan's going to show up. I think that's not a question. I think DeRozan's going to show up, do his thing. I already told you, I think Zach, and like I said, I need Zach's numbers has to go up. Zach cannot play the same for us to win. He needs his points have to go up by another 4. Assists, rebounds have to go up. He has to be active in on every play. I really believe they're going to be. I really believe that defense is going to be geared on stopping DeRozan. So I think this is giving him a chance to really step up and show his light. This is Zach's chance to really do something. Because imagine if they could end up taking out the Bucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we both know on the slight side, we could believe and know what we believe about the Bucks, but basketball didn't think it happen if our guys get out and play well, But it's gonna be a tough order,
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna add to that. On the Vooch thing, for one, Vooch is a really good passer for a big man. If we can play inside out, we're a much better team. Play him in the post, get him that ball quick. And if it's not there, I trust him to find the right man to pass it to. He's a good passer. And like you said, the increase from Zach, I want to see that shot get knocked down, and I believe that it will. Like I said, that week off is going to benefit him the most.
And our guard players will too. I didn't bring that up. Ayo and Kobe,
they got to knock shots down. We have to knock shots down.
We need to combine 20 and 10 out of them. Combined at least 10 assists, 20 points combined. We need that. They have to, like you said, we need 4 wins now.
Yeah.
We need 4 wins where y'all all can give us that,
And an aggressive pack. If we can get inside out from Vooch, an aggressive pack, Kobe, Ayo, and Zach knocking down shots, we can make some noise in this series.
If Pat could do what he did that last game in that lineup with everybody else, imagine how much looser those other guys would be. If he could just get easy buckets like that. Everybody else's game would loosen up.
100%.
Seriously,
100%.
Especially with how he does it too. It's not even like everybody else will loosen up like, oh man, he finna give us another 15. Now it's not. I don't feel like the pressure's on me so much. And so if he can really come out there and be smooth like that, man, it would be a shot in the arm. Seriously.
Yeah, no doubt. And before we wrap this up, let's go ahead and give those predictions. Who wins how many games?
All right, man, 5 games. I'm going to be honest.
I'm going to have to agree with you.
I'm hoping 6, but I think it's going to be 5. I think they're going to blow. I think that first game, the energy that they're going to bring in that stadium, I think they're going to blow us out that first game. Just because off energy. Off energy, the crowd, Milwaukee, they won the last one. I think that crowd is going to be crazy. And we both know that energy, that the teams feed off that. If Giannis come down and dunk on people, it's over. That.
Yeah.
So if we can steal one, and those first 2 things will change. But I think we might get one at home.
I think that the first game is close just because you had the whole week to prepare for this one team. But if they lose that first game, the second game is likely to be a blowout because they haven't shown the bounce back ability.
I think it's going to be close to first half, the first game. I think, like you said, because of that. But I think that second half, once everybody get comfortable, I mean,
they might steal one at the
They have a really good team. They have a really good team to me. And plus, they added players, man. They added some really good players to that team.
Yeah.
So
regardless how it turns out, we proud of our team. We finna tune in.
Hey,
we have
season,
not given up. We finna have them all seeing red. See Red Nation. It's time to show up, show out, celebrate your squad. If you're a fan of the Bulls,
Chicago Bulls basketball.
If you're a fan of the Bulls, I'm gonna need you to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. If you're a fan of the NBA, I'm gonna need you to like, subscribe, and comment on this video. If you a fan of sports, like, subscribe, and comment on this video.
What he said.
On my boy.
It's gonna be a great playoffs, man. It's gonna be a great playoffs. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Without a doubt. And we bid you adieu. And we're going to check in again with you guys after game 1. So see you Sunday. Hopefully, it's a V.
Let's get it.